Yes, I think you hear me now, right? Hello. Do you hear me now, guys? Salam Azerbaycan'a. Sara Eid, do you hear me? Excellent, good. So, okay. As you know, tomorrow we have a summative assessment for Chapter 7, multiplying fractions. Okay, I hope you revised presentation week 20, 21, and 22. 22, actually in the last week we also learned something about division, dividing fractions I mean, but dividing fractions will not be in the test tomorrow. That's why actually I shared only half of week 22 in order to just block all the misunderstandings in advance. Okay. Eid Sarah Hussein. Hello Hussein. Inshallah, Wolf. I hope they will exactly do what you said. Alright, your questions. Okay, Sarah, good, good. Thank you for reminding me. Alright, questions. Pink, dividing fractions will not be there. Don't worry about it. Only multiplying, okay? Chapter 7. That's it. Salam Atilla, necəsən? Azərbaycana ateşli salamlar buradan. Yiğit, bu arada biz de çempiyonu var. Sen deyim ki. We are the champions. Okay. So Eid, you are not the only champion, alright? 10-15. Just as always. Hello, Bader. Teşekkürler Atilla. Guys, please let your friends, classmates know that they are here for your questions. You might have WhatsApp connection, or just you can call them if you think they need it. Yes, Hussein, we'll have problem solving tomorrow. Most likely will be related to the money issues like Kuwait money, fills. Yeah, I hope you remember the one that I asked last time. You have 1 KD, 3/4 of you spend in the lunchtime. How many you had left? So might be similar question or a little bit different. Yeah, there will be a word problem. Multiplying whole numbers by fractions. Again, I might ask a bonus question like write a word problem of your own and solve it. Multiplying mixed numbers, Eid. Okay. All right. For example, let's say 2 whole 1/3 times 1 whole let's say 2/5. Okay. So multiplying fractions, the key point here is whenever you see a mixed number, you just need to convert both of them to an improper fraction. So here it is 2 whole 1/3. So it's going to be 3 times 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. 7/3 times. And then 5 times 1, 5 plus 2, again is 7 by chance. And then denominator stays the same. We don't do anything with denominators, okay? So after this, I hope everyone knows what to do. Okay, write in comments what to do next. I converted. First step I did. Okay, Sarah, but make sure you have pass, otherwise they will not let you go up. You can ask your questions now. So what's next step? Grade 5, Attila. Alright, the next step is we multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. And it's going to be 7 times 7, 49. 2 times 5, 15. So if the instruction says evaluate and write it in the simplest form, you evaluate it, but you haven't simplified it yet. So you'll get a half credit for this solution. So then I need to convert the given the improper fraction I find into a mixed number. How many 15 can I fit into 49? 3. 3 times 15 is 45. So 3 whole. Bottom number stays the same. 45 and 49, it should be 4. Then I don't stop here. I just ask, may I simplify it more? Or that's the simplest form. So sometimes when you simplify, sometimes some of you make this mistake. You also change the whole number. It is 3, you make it 1. And you might say, okay, 1 is more simpler than 3. But never do that. When we simplify, there is nothing to do with the whole part. Whole part should always stay the same. You just simplify the fraction part. So here we have 3. 3 should be there anyways. There's nothing to do with that. That's 4/15. So if it was 4/16, then I should write 1/4. 4/16 might be simplified, but since this is 4 is an even number, 15 is an odd number, and they have no any common factor to divide by. So that's the simplest form. Okay. That's okay. You can't simplify it anymore. So this is how we multiply mixed number by mixed number. Bader, any question, Bader? Okay. I hope you revised everything. The last bye bye Attila. Last week we learned how to estimate based on factors, and then a week before last week we learned the estimation using the boundaries. We multiply by the boundaries and we estimate, okay, the product is going to be between this number and that number. Drawing models will be there the same, but again, not division. We learned how to divide using models, how to multiply using the models. Yeah, drawing models will be there, but a whole number times fraction. And I think you know how to do that. Suleiman, yes, Suleiman, you asked a question. Let me see. What's your question, Suleiman? Probably you asked when I was explaining, so I missed your question. Salam Canan, necəsən? Azərbaycana salamlar burada. Sevimli Faiqi müəllimimiz neyinir bizim? Yaşayır. Salam deyərsən məndən ona. 10-15. Maximum 15, minimum 10. Süleyman. Okay, 9 people are watching right now. Please let your friends know that I am here for your questions. Excellent question, Hussein. Excellent question. You remember in the presentation I explained, I think it was week 20. Yeah. You have to draw a model for the process itself. For example, if it was 5 times 1/3, you draw 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 5 times. And 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 is going to be 5/3. And you also need to draw a model for the answer. So 5/3 is going to be 1 whole, 2/3, right? So you need to draw 1 whole and 2/3. So basically you need to draw a model for the process itself and for the answer too, both of them. By the way, good question. I liked your question. Thank you for that. Sarah, drawing models is very easy. Just check the presentation. It's explained there. Welcome. Okay, good luck, Hussein. Do your best tomorrow. Any other questions? Okay, check the presentation, Sarah. If you are looking for the models, it is in presentation 20. Okay, same. Excellent. Possibly, yeah. If you will do it on paper, you don't have to, Sarah. But if you choose to do it on screen, then yeah, you have to do it on periodic, like drawing model. Yes, Lema. Thank you. You realized it? Is it nice? You checked what, Sarah? You checked the models or something else? Good, good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Sarah, what you didn't understand? Pink. Yes, sorry. You get confused for what? Multiplying across? Hussein, whatever we have in the presentation, I might ask everything that is included there. Everything, every single sentence, every single idea. So it includes what's the idea of multiplication? Does multiplication always make number bigger or not? In which cases it makes it bigger? In which cases it makes it lower? And in which case it stays the same, like identity property of multiplication, every single, like the discussions that we had, the investigations, the inquiry that we had at the beginning of lessons, each lesson almost we do it, that inquiry questions might come in the test tomorrow, any of them, just through week 20, 21, and 22. Just be ready for those, the first part. Like we have lesson objectives, and after lesson objectives, we have a question, we discuss, and then we go to the main part. The discussion questions might be there, just any of them might be there. Just be ready. Okay, drawing model is very easy, but since you keep asking, I can explain, I think. Okay. For example, let's say, okay. Okay. Let's say 4 times 2/3. I think it was in the presentation. Anyways. Okay, let's say instruction says draw model for this and evaluate. Okay. So the idea of a multiplication comes from repeated addition. Since it is 2/3 times 4, it means 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 and plus 2/3 4 times. Okay. So I need to draw plus. Okay. You see, these are holes, but since it is 2/3, now I'm going to shade 2 of them in order to make it 2/3. Now one of the 2/3, another 2/3, another 2/3, and then last 2/3. Okay? So 4 times 2/3 basically means 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3, 4 times. Okay? And then I should write 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 and is equal to. So, you know this small bar, this one. If I put it here, it will make one hole. And then another one, if I put it here, it will make 2 holes. So what I will have is, so this one, okay, this one is this one. I took this, the like bar, I put it here. Now I have one hole, another one, this part, since I am adding them, you know, I might put it in this box. So I have another full. And then the last one stays the same because there is nothing to combine with that. Okay, right. This one is full now. And then the last one. Last one stays the same because there is nothing to combine with that. So as you see, now my answer is 2 whole and 2/3. 2 whole, 2/3. And now if you forget about the models, so and you use the way that we know when we multiply whole numbers by fraction, we say that we multiply by the top number only. So 4 times 2 is going to be 8 over 3. And then how many 3 you can fit into 8? It is 2 times. 2 times 3 makes 6. And then it's it will be 8 over 3, and it will be 2 whole and 2 thirds. Okay? 2 whole 2 thirds is exactly the same. 2 whole 2 thirds. So when I ask Dromo evaluate using models, my expectation is you draw a process itself, you represent your answer using models, and you for the each small model you represent two thirds, two thirds, two thirds, two thirds. When someone is looking at your work, they need to understand that you have an idea of multiplication. You know that 4 times 2 thirds means 2 thirds needs to be added 4 times. So when you look at this picture, you clearly get the idea that I know the idea of multiplication, right? So when I look at your work, it needs to be clear enough to understand what happened on your paper, or if you do on screen on peer deck. Saying that's yes, you should. Okay, just don't worry about that. If this is not there, but the plus is here, that would be okay. But if you put in both, it would be excellent. Simon, you want songs? When I put songs, then YouTube will ban me. They might I don't want to do that. It's a copyright issue. Okay. Multiplying fractions less than one. Dun, dun, dun. Pink, I hope drawing models is clear to you now. You know what? You mean here? No, you don't have to. This is the answer. In the answer, you don't have to. It means 2 whole and 2 thirds. That's it. You don't have to put plus there. Any other questions? Welcome, Saint. Excellent. Yes, Lehman. I am in my school apartment. So estimation questions, you know how to do them? Week 21 and week 22. The ruler, do you remember the ruler? We find the boundaries. Hmm? What do you mean comparing, Muhammad? Badr, sorry. He's saying distributive property. So we learned how to multiply mixed numbers by whole numbers using 2 methods. But the method that you are comfortable with, it's your choice. If you want to use it, use it. If you don't want to, don't use it. It is optional. It's your own decision. Okay. But what I feel is why we learned both of those methods. The reason is sometimes the traditional method is not effective. When you multiply, you'll get a bigger number at the numerator, then you have to do long division, and there is high possibility of making mistakes when you do long division for some kids. So that's why we learned both of the methods. If you are comfortable with long division, go for it, do it, that's fine. But if you think, if you don't want to end up with like thousands and something over 15, then just distributed property is the best solution in those cases. That's okay, Hussein. I just try to explain when you think you might have a bigger number in the numerator, like 1,000 or something or 100 or something, then you have to use it. Actually, you should use it, but that's fine. Don't worry about that. So which way you're comfortable with, just use it. But there you said comparing. I don't know what you mean. Suleiman, estimating. What type of estimating? The last type of estimating, like less, more, equal to, or just number line? Or I mean the boundaries. Suleiman, please specify your question, then I will answer. Estimating mixed fractions. I don't know what you mean, Suleiman. An example, please. Suleiman, okay? Sarah, this is your first warning. But the comparing fractions will not be there. Okay. We learned comparing fractions in chapter 6, I think. Don't worry about that. But if you mean less, more, equal type of question, this is not comparing fractions. Like there's a little bit, it's related to estimating. Sleiman, mixed numbers, what? I don't get what you mean. Example, Sleiman, example. Give him an example. But there. Um, what type of estimation you mean? Specify. It is not estimating fractions. You mean multiplying mixed numbers? Less, more, equal. Okay. Less, more, equal. Let me see. Let me see if I have any. Okay, let me see it. Just a second. Okay, Bader and Suleiman, less more equal to type of question. Uh, yeah, week 22. Okay, Bader. We at the beginning of the lesson we discussed that does multiplication always make a product bigger or smaller, or sometimes maybe it might stay the same, right? For example, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15, 4, 20, 5, 25. So when you go this way, the product is always more than 5. When you multiply 5 times 1, it stays the same. 5 times 1 is 5, product is 5, and then 5 the same. But when you multiply 5 with a number or fraction which is less than 1, like 1 half, 1 quarter, 1 fifth, then the product is going to be less than 5. So we summarize and we have a conclusion like if you multiply by 1, you get the same result. If you multiply by more than 1, you get bigger result. And if you multiply by a number which is less than 1, you get a smaller result. For example, let's see an example from the book. Let me see. Okay, do you see this example number 2? It says, 5 over 5, actually, it was a good example. Let me see if you just maybe focus. All right, so this example, number 2. So 5 over 5 times 2 whole and times 2 whole 3 quarter will be, so more than, less than, or equal to 2 whole 3 quarter. So as you see, we are comparing 2 whole 3 quarter. You see, it is written 2 times. One is written here, one is written here. Okay? So we are comparing this one. So forget about this fraction now. The remaining one is 5 over 5. If it is more than 1, you will write here more. If it is less than 1, you will write here less. If it is equal to 1, you will write here equal. So Badr, now, tell me please, 5 over 5 is less than 1, more than 1, or equal to 1? Badr. So Badr, it is not more. Since 5 over 5 is 1 whole, it is basically the same thing as 1 times 2 whole 3 fourths. So that the term should be here is equal. Since 5 over 5 is equal to 1 whole, right? That's why equal. Let's see one more example. Number 4. So 9 times 1 whole 4 over 5 will be uh, less than 1 whole 4 over 5, more than or equal to. So now let's see, we are comparing, which fraction we are comparing. So we are comparing 1 whole 4 over 5. So it is written 2 times. 1 whole 4 over 5 here, 1 whole 4 over 5, another one here. So forget about this, 2, and focus on the remaining number, which is 9. And 9 is more than 1. Since it is more than 1, so the correct term that should be here is more. Because 9 times 1 whole 4 over 5 will definitely be more than 1 whole 4 over 5. Because 9 is more than 1. Okay? If it is less, then it will be less. So in this case, it is more. Okay? I hope it is clear now. Okay. Any other question? But you should revise presentation week 22 before you sleep. Okay? If you are still confused, why less, why more, okay, just revise presentation week 22, the last presentation. Just from first slide till last slide, and do some examples from the book. Page, just you have digital copy on your Gmail inbox, and page, actually it is written in the presentation, 449. Page 449, okay? And we have one more page, 469, I think. Yeah, probably. Okay, I'm writing it as a comment then if you forget. Okay. Okay. Page 446, 469. 449, I think. Just double check. 449, sorry. This type of question. Okay, Suleiman. Hello, Jana. Jana, you forget your water bottle in the sports day, and I took it. I took it with me, and then I forgot it in the bus. So I tried to bring it to school, but I also forgot it in the bus. We should ask the bus driver, school bus. So 6 whole 2/3, Suleiman. 6 whole 2/3 times 7. Okay. So Suleiman, the method that we learned is, yeah, it was in the stadium in Salmiya, but don't worry, it is in one of the bus, 15 or 16, I don't know the bus number, but we will find it tomorrow, inshallah tomorrow. So Suleiman, 7 is okay. We focus on this fraction, okay? And tell me please, Suleiman, in which two whole numbers this fraction is in between? Um, okay. Thank you, Suleiman. I corrected it. Now, Suleiman, my question is, tell me which two whole numbers, I'm not talking about the product yet. I'm talking about this fraction first. So this fraction is between, think about the number line. Okay, this fraction is here, let's say. Tell me first whole number that comes before this fraction and that comes after this fraction. Two whole numbers. And that are the products. Before 6, 42 is not here. And after 6, 49 is not here. I'm not talking about the product yet. I'm talking about this fraction first. Tell me two whole numbers that this fraction is in between them. It is 6 and 7. Yes, Lehman, it is 6 and 7. So between 6 whole and 2/3, 6 comes first, and then 6 and 2/3, and then 7. Okay? So after finding this two whole numbers, you forget about your given fraction and multiply 7 by 6 first. 7 times 6, which is 42. And then 7 times 7, which is 49. So it means your product, whatever it is, it has to be between 42 and 49. Yes, Simon, you know how to do it. Just you wrote 42 and 49 from the beginning. But the common mistake is sometimes students pick 5 here. They say this fraction is between 5 and 7. That's wrong. This fraction is between 6 and 7. It's not, the first number comes before 6 and 2/3 is not 5. 6 comes first and then 5. And we are looking for which number comes first. Which whole number comes first. From left and from right. Guys, a couple of minutes, I think 10 more minutes. And then we can finish this session. Any other questions? I hope you shared with your friends that I'm here for your questions, and then everyone knows we are here for you. Suleiman, I have a camera, web camera. As you see, my camera is over here, and my laptop is over here. Okay. I see, and I read your comments just here. Now here. Here is your comments, and I read it. That's why I'm looking in this way, not that way, because I have to read your comments in order to answer your questions. Bye bye, Hussein. Good night. You are welcome, Hussein. Do your best tomorrow. Excellent, Hussein. Excellent. Take your candy before sleeping. Bye bye. Ali. Ali from Azerbaijan or Kuwait? Okay. Badr Al Musa. Welcome, Ali. You are a little bit late. If you have any question, I'm happy to answer. Last 10 minutes. Suleiman, questions about exam only. Nothing else. Good, good Eid. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. Badr Musa, this is your first warning. Guys, questions. So we will not revise before the quiz. Make sure you bring your special class note copybooks with your excellent notes, and you'll be allowed to use them in the test. Don't forget your special class note copybook. No bother, I am 10. 19 is too old for me. Welcome. Okay, last 5 minutes, guys. Any other questions? Bye bye. Special class on copybook channel. Don't forget. We just explained Ali. You can see it later. Just in this, it is in this video. After the live stream, you can go back and see how it works. I just explained how to estimate a couple of minutes ago. No, just it's not short, Ali, Sleiman. It is now 50 minutes going to be, just almost 1 hour. After 5 minutes, it will be 50 minutes. 50. The issue is at the beginning we had a voice problem. That's why I restarted again. We just lost some times at the beginning. Excellent, Sleiman. I wish you remember everything like that. Everything we learned in the classroom like that. Detailed. Any other questions? Welcome, Eat. Good luck. Do your best tomorrow. Bring your special class note copybook. Don't forget. Welcome, Bader. Hello, Murat. Hansı Murat? Murat. Çoklu Muratlar var idi. 5N'deki Murat, yoksa 5S'deki Murat. Keçən ildən söhbət gedir. Süleyman. Oh my god. No, now, just the only person who can give me infraction is Bader Musa Süleyman, okay? You need to get permission from him first. 5W, Murat Seyinli. Salam Murat, necəsən? Nə var, nə yox, necə gedir işlər? Hastasan yenə, yoxsa dəyişmisən məktəbi? İşlərində uğurlar. Yes, only Bader. Welcome, Ali. Good night. Do your best tomorrow. Couple of minutes. Əla. Murat. Uğurlar derslerinde. Müəllimlərə salam deyərsən məndən. Adjana, there are some students from Azerbaijan. They joined. They are saying hellos, and I need to reply back. So yeah, a couple of words. That's why. Başın var olsun Murat. Welcome, Ali. Welcome. Okay, guys. I think we can complete it now. I hope it was helpful for you. We have 3 presentations. You need to revise for tomorrow, week 20, week 21, and week 22. About 10 to 15 questions might be there. Multiplying fractions, all about multiplying fractions. And yeah, good luck. And try to sleep early, do your breakfast, come to school. That's it. And again, if you joined this live stream late, we discussed about multiplying using models. We discussed how to estimate the product. We discussed what else we discussed? We discussed about possible questions, like the question that you have to type and you explain. And what else we discussed? We discussed how to multiply mixed by mixed, this sort of stuff. Okay, Jana, yes. The thing I talk in Azerbaijani, no, just translate it in Google. I know, excellent. Okay, guys, good night. See you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Happy National Day, by the way. The National Day is coming. See you.